Hello friends, welcome to my channel. It's been quite some time since I've sat down and done a video for you guys for YouTube. It's been too long, but I'm back and I wanted to start off and kind of bounce back to the routine by creating a quick, easy makeup look that I've been doing for the last few days, last couple of weeks. That I think it's really pretty and really easy, and you don't need a lot of products. And if you're missing any of these products, you could also include products that you already have in your collection. And it's just something really quick and perfect for the summer. You know, summer is really hot and I want to have some makeup on, but I don't want to put on too much because all that heat and all that sweat, you know how it is. So I'm gonna start first with the base, and I'm gonna list everything that I'm using in this video down below in the description box. I created this look yesterday and I shared it on my Instagram reels, and I really loved the way it came out. So I'm gonna recreate it, try to recreate most of it. It's the same products. But the first thing I'm gonna start with is I do have a clean face. So I'm gonna start with a Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I have very little left and I want to just finish it off so I could start the other batch. None of the products that I'm gonna be using today are brand new. Like, I've used these products before. Like I said, I've been using these products for the last couple of days, almost non-stop. Like, I don't wear makeup every day, but when I do wear makeup, these are the products that I've been reaching out to. And this product I've used many times. If you see me before, you know I use it almost all the time when I do makeup. I don't use a primer most of the time, so I use this moisturizer as my primer. It's very light, refreshing, has a really nice citrusy scent that I really like. So as I wait until this dries, I'm gonna move on into foundation. There's been a couple of foundations that have been in rotation, which is a Dr. Jart tinted moisturizer, also the one from Ilia, the serum foundation. I love those two products. But the one I'm going to use today is the one that I have, again, been using it a lot this last couple of weeks, and it's the Cushion Foundation from Clé de Peau. I've had this for a little bit and kind of pushing in the back of my drawer because, you know, I'm always trying new things. But I went back to it, revisited it, and fell in love all over again. It is so nice on the skin, so refreshing, so light, and it evens out my skin tone. And I don't need a lot to cover all my face. So I just get the sponge and I give it 1 or 2 squeezes, and I try applying it. I start applying it. I do the little press-ins, and then when I have it all over, then I start blending it out. And the shade that I use, I think it's ivory, very light ivory, or shade I-10. Last time I checked, this product is available, and you have to buy the case separate from the refill, which is kind of nice because that way once you run out of the refill, you don't have to buy the whole case again. You just buy the refill. I just press it in, like I said, make sure I get it all over. I'm doing half of my face first so you see the difference. I've been enjoying pretty good skin lately. Like, there's little things here and there that I need to work on, but for the most part it's been a few weeks with really good skin. And I don't know if this Cushion foundation has to do with it or just the fact that I am, you know, switching up my skincare. It could be a combination of both. So here it is on this side compared to the other side. You see how it evens out my skin tone. It's a pretty good shade match. It looks radiant. I love it. Oh, the official name is the Radiant Cushion Foundation Dewy, because I do have dry skin, so I do love that. It gives me a really beautiful dewy look. Oh, and it doesn't have a fragrance, which for me is not a problem, but for some people it is. I would love to know, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, I would love to know from you guys, what products are you currently loving for summer? It's been really hot. We all know that South Florida is hot every year, but I know in some places around the US and around the world, it's been hotter than usual. So I would like to know, what are you using? How have you changed your routine, if you have, to kind of counteract all that heatness and all that sweatiness? What have you been doing? I've been using a lot of dewy, like, sprays and setting sprays and all that, which I'll show you at the end, which is the one that I'm currently loving. and using almost every day. There it is all over the skin. It's specifically, or especially I should say, especially nice around my nose area, which is my problem area with my enlarged pores. It sets really nicely into the skin. I love it. And it's one of these products that I'm always gonna go back and repurchase. I'm gonna move in right into concealer and the bronzer, then the blush, and then I'll set it a little bit with powder. But the concealer I've been using non-stop is the one from Lancome, the Serum Concealer. Now I'm gonna come into a little break here and let you guys know that it's not that I don't have other foundations and other concealers that I love. There's a bunch, but I'm just gonna talk to you about the ones that I've been using the most lately. I leave it on my vanity because it's just easy to use it. And I want to start using up my products because they start, you know, expiring and all that, and I don't want to be wasting product. So I'm starting to use more of the product at a time, at least in the days that I am not filming. That way I could use other products, most of it, and not throw it away. And I'm still getting back to to the custom of doing YouTube videos. I haven't done a video in a long time, almost 2 months. So I'm finding a little hard time to get back on my feet. So I appreciate you guys coming here and supporting me. I've been having a couple of, I should say, not a couple. It's been a rough year for me for different reasons, which I'm not gonna go into in this video or right now at this moment. But it's been a rough year, and I'm trying to get back on my feet. I have been doing content for Instagram and some YouTube shorts, but I haven't been able to do a full-length video in a couple of months. And so I'm back, and I'm trying to get back on track. So I do appreciate all the support you guys are giving me and all the patience. I've been receiving messages from some of you asking me if I'm okay because you haven't seen me in a while, and I do really appreciate it that you are caring for me and looking out for me. Really do appreciate it, especially when we go into harsh times. It's good to know that some people are, you know, waiting for you or caring for you. So you see how beautiful this concealer is. It's so easy to apply. It doesn't crease, it doesn't accentuate my fine lines. It's so nice. I use nice and really all the time. Those are like my favorite words, I think. Right when I start editing is when I realize that I say really and nice a lot. But it is really nice. It's beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna move in with bronzer, which is not a really pigmented bronzer, but I'm loving it. It's the one from Makeup by Mario. What I do is I apply it all over the face. I'm pretty pale, even though it's really hot and sunny and all that. I don't get a lot of sun. I use a sunscreen, and when I go to the beach or the pool, which I've been a couple of times this year, I don't get too much sun. Like I said, I wear sunscreen. I wear a hat if I could. So I'm pretty pale. But what I do, I get the Sonia G Jumbo Bronzer and swirl it in the back of my hand and just basically apply it all over. And you see that it gives me a beautiful color. I love the shade. I think this is light. I know it's the lightest of the shade. Oh, it's fair. This is the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. And I love how refreshing it is. I don't know how much water content it has, but it does feel very refreshing, which is great. Again, products that are perfect for this time of the year, especially since it's been hotter than usual. Try to take it back a little bit to the ear. Usually I do this without my earrings on, but this is kind of an impromptu video. I'm not going anywhere after this. So if I'm wearing like long earrings, I wouldn't put on my makeup. I would take off my earrings. But anyway, I'm gonna apply it in half the side of the face, so you see it gives me like a beautiful light tan. It looks natural. At least it looks natural to me. It feels natural, and it adds a little bit more to that radiance from the Cushion foundation. I've worn it by itself without anything under. I've worn it mixed with foundations, and it works pretty nice. Like, it works perfect. You see the difference that a little bit makes? I like to concentrate on the perimeter of my face, and then with the excess, then I'll go over the bridge of my nose and my chin and here in the middle of my forehead. Okay, now that that is settled, you see how dewy it is. I am going to need to set it with powder, but first I'm going to apply the blush because it's a balmy blush. It's the one from Marriage, the Flush Balm Cheek Color in the shade Beverly Hills. I have other shades, but this is my favorite one. What I've been doing is applying directly into my cheek. You could also use a brush or your finger. I just apply it directly into my cheek like that. I don't slide it. I just, you know, kind of pat it. Do it the same on both sides. I'm doing this without my glasses, so I'm kind of going blindly. I see a little bit, but not completely without my glasses. It has color, obviously, because it's a blush, but it's still pretty. And it just melts right into my skin. I go with my finger and go back in, and it blends really nice. Gives me a flash of color. It looks natural. Now I'm gonna powder it just a little bit. I would usually use like a loose powder, but I've been loving this powder from Hourglass. This is the the Vanish Airbrush Pressed Powder. What I do is I pick out some with a brush. I think this is translucent light. Just get a little bit with a sponge and just go here over my concealer area and concentrate more on like my nose and my T-zone. Go back to this side. And then with the excess, just a little bit. I don't want to take off any of that blush, so I go just a little bit, a few taps. And there you go. It just dries up a little bit, especially on my T-zone, because that's where I get like most sweat. And that's it, just a little bit. You don't need a lot. What I'm going to do differently from yesterday is I'm going to add a little bit of the new Chantecaille Sunstone Radiant Blush in the shade Energy. This was gifted to me. And I just want to try a little bit. Get with, I'm going to use the Sonia G Classic Base. Just swirl it a little bit because it is pretty pigmented. Let me get a little bit, not too pigmented. Let me give you a close-up. But it does have a little bit of a shimmer. And I'm going to swatch it right here because I do have a little bit of bronzer left. So I'm going to swatch here on my wrist. So it's light, but it has some color to it. And I want to see how it looks a little bit over the cheeks. Just to add a little bit of color. And I might have picked up a little bit too much. So I'm going to swipe off the brush with my towel. And then go back and blend. I just want to give it something a little bit different from yesterday, which I loved yesterday's look, but I want to give it a different look, a little bit more pigmented. It is so pretty. What a beautiful color. Take it to the temple here and my forehead and a little bit on the nose, the bridge of the nose. So pretty. Now I'm going to move into eyes. I'm going to do the same look I did yesterday, and I picked up from Chanel from the spring collection, or I'm sorry, the summer collection. I believe these are not available online yet in the Chanel website. At least I haven't seen them. I don't know if they're available in Nordstrom or Saks or another retailer. I honestly don't know. But I bought it directly from my local boutique, not the one in Brickell, but the one in Aventura, with my friends there, Jalisa and Paloma. I ordered the nail polish that I'm wearing and also these pencils. I used the green one yesterday, so that's the one I'm going to use. I'm going to give a quick swatch to both. I'm going to do it on this hand so you guys could see what it looks like. But I am going to use the green one on the eyes, just like I did yesterday. So this is what they look like. The rosy one is called Celestial Pink. And the green one is called Dream Leaf. So I'm going to apply it all over the lid. And once I have it on, then I'll just blend it out with my finger. And to be truly honest and transparent here, when I used this the first time and I applied it, I thought, well, these pencils aren't too pigmented. At least not as pigmented as I would like. But then I realized that probably that's just the point. And they are very pretty. And they do last a long time. Like, I would put it on in the morning. The pink one, the Celestial Pink, I wore it to work last week. And I went after work, I went to a funeral. And, you know, was very sad and all that. I cried, etc. And when I got home, my eyeshadow, the eye pencil, was still on. So that was a good time to test that makeup. So just letting you know that it does last a long time, and it's just pretty. It's light for summer. It's pretty light. It looks really pretty. You see how that looks? It just gives a pop of color, which I really like. And then when I wear it with that blush, look how pretty it looks together. Also, I don't feel that it transfers to the rest of the lid, so that's another plus. All right, I have it on now, so I'm just gonna blend it slowly, softly, even out the edges. And I'm gonna get it that same pencil and draw a little bit here under the waterline. So pretty and so easy. It just took a few seconds. It's perfect for traveling too. I'm thinking when I do travel this summer, I will be able to take that because it's really easy to use. I'm gonna go now in with mascara. I haven't forgotten about the highlighter. I'm gonna leave it for the end. I'm gonna go for the mascara. I've been using the Lisa Eldridge Kitten Lash Mascara every day. I've been rotating it with Chantecaille Full C's and also the YSL Lash Mascara. Those are the three I've been using the most lately, but this has been the one I've used the most. It is so easy. Like, it doesn't give me like really extended, long, with a lot of volume. It doesn't, but they look natural, they feel natural, they last all day, which is really what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for like that false lash look. I'm just looking for makeup, in this case mascara, that just enhances my features and stays on all day. That's what I'm really looking for, especially with this heat. I don't want like my mascara to be all over the place. And I only put a little bit in the bottom lash and concentrate mostly on the top. Now for highlighter, there's a few that I love, but the one I've been reaching out to the most is the one from Say. This is the Glowy Super Gel Star Glow in the shade, it doesn't say, oh maybe the shade is Star Glow. What I do is I pump, just one pump in the back of my hand, just a little bit. I promise that's all I need. And with my finger, my ring finger or my middle finger, I'll get some and just apply it over here where the light will naturally hit it. It depends on your face, structure, I believe, but generally is here under the eyes, a little bit here on the brow bone, under the brow, and then a little bit here on the forehead. And this highlighter, it just gives a natural wet look, which I love. It's not everybody's favorite, I understand, but it is mine. I like to have like that wet look, and again, it lasts all day. It's sweat tear proof. I'm gonna get a little bit and here on the concealer area, under eye area, and then a little bit on the bridge of my nose and between my brows, because the light usually just hits there. And whatever I have left here on my cupid's bow, and that's it. And to finish it off, I have been using a lot the Lisa Eldridge lip balms. I have 3 shades and they're beautiful, but the one that I've been using a lot is the shade Sweet Fig. I just love the way it looks, the way it feels, and although they're balms, they last longer than other balms that I've had. Not all the other balms, but like in most balms I have, these last a pretty long time. And I love the scent. I carry this lipstick or this lip balm with me on my everyday purse. It is so pretty, right? Now, last step. This is something I don't do all the time, but if I want my makeup to last all day, especially with this heat, I set it with setting spray. And the one I've been using, and I love it, I love the way it works, the way it feels, and the way it smells, is the one from Urban Decay, the All Nighter Hyaluronic Acid plus Watermelon Fruit Extract Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. It smells like watermelon, and I love watermelon. So, and the mist is pretty fine. It smells so good and it's so refreshing, and throughout the day, if I feel that I need it, I'll go on and spray a little bit more. this is my final look. I'm gonna give myself a closer look with a mirror. I love this cushion foundation. Look how pretty my skin looks. These Chanel eye pencils are really pretty, and I love the dewiness of everything, how everything comes together. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels really light. And again, I've been using this makeup for most of the week, the last 2 weeks, and I just love the way it is, the way it feels. It's sweat proof, tear proof. I just love it, and I had to share that with you because maybe you're concerned. I know we've been underway in the summer for almost a month, and maybe you've been wondering what makeup is good for this hot weather. So these are just a few of my suggestions. If you have dry skin like myself and you love dewiness, these are my recommendations. I'm listing everything, like I said in the beginning, everything down below in the description box. Let me know, what do you think of this look? What do you think of these products? If you've used them before yourself, let me know your thoughts, because you might have a different experience than I have. And send me over your recommendations for makeup that you've been loving for this hot weather. I want to thank you so much for coming over. It's been a little bit hard for me because I have been out for almost 2 months. So thank you so much for your patience, for understanding, for being here with me to support me. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. If you like this video, which I hope you do, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.